The month of May was once again a record-shattering month for my dividend growth portfolio as far as dividend income I received across my portfolios. Now this is due to just as of recently my dividend snowball, or all the stocks and ETFs across my dividend portfolios, have been absolutely exploding, and this is simply because I'm getting so many dividends throughout my portfolio that's allowing me to buy even more assets ongoingly. Now in this video specifically, we are going to go through every single dividend for the most part that I received in the month of May, and I'm going to show you guys a transparent behind the curtain look of how much dividends I received throughout my 7-figure dividend growth portfolio. Along with that, we're going to go over some of the most recent purchases I've made across my portfolio because like I said, as of recently, I have been buying like crazy. Now, if you consider yourself a dividend growth investor, I promise you this video is going to interest you, so make sure to stick around, drop a like down below, and let's get right into it. Real quick, for those that haven't already, make sure to go to the first link in my description and grab my new dividend investing ebook, where I share exactly how I went from $0 invested to now earning over $6,000 on a monthly basis and over $1 million invested in the markets. Along with the ebook, you're also going to receive my custom dividend tracker, where you can track your dividend progress on an ongoing basis and reach your dividend investing goals. So make sure to grab yourself a copy of my dividend investing ebook and the new dividend tracker today. It's the first link in my description. So first of all, this is a screenshot from one of my brokerages. I do have brokerages across multiple different platforms, and in this video specifically, I'm going to share with you some of the largest dividends I was paid in the month of May. Now, just in this brokerage specifically, back early in May, I was paid $54.32 from JetQ, then I was paid $3.76 from BTI, I was then paid $36.10 from Tesla, $29.76 from Main Street Capital. From Triple N REIT, I was paid $79.67. Then I was paid a massive dividend payout from Realty Income, one of my largest single stock positions across my portfolio. I was paid $282.73 just in this portfolio from ticker symbol O. Then what was also pretty awesome is that I actually got some CDs called away. Yes, I also invest in CDs with some idle money that I have on the side, especially because right now with interest rates so high, you can buy brokered CDs and earn around 5.4, 5.5% interest, which is not bad whatsoever, especially if it's just sort of some idle money that I'm not necessarily going to do anything else with, as of right now at least. So because I had some CDs called away, we got $919.18 from this one CD. This was a JP Morgan CD that was paying me 5.5%. Then from another JP Morgan CD, 5.55%, we got $369.49. Then from another CD, 5.5% also, $412.88. So just from these 3 CDs alone, quite a bit of brand new cash in the portfolio, which like I said in the intro, as I've been getting paid more and more dividends over time, it's literally snowballing my dividend income extremely fast, especially as of recent. So just from these 3 CDs alone, this is well over $1,500 of brand new cash in the portfolio, which is pretty awesome. Then SPYI, as you guys probably know, one of my favorite ETFs as of right now, I've been buying it like crazy, $77.95 just in this portfolio. Another CD of $204.93 was called away. Then just as of recently, we received a dividend from SVOL, $5.40, $5.62 from BDJ, and Devo, another one of my favorites, $35.75. So just in this one brokerage, all the dividends that were paid as far as CDs and of course dividends we probably earned roughly $2,000 in the month of May. But that of course is not everything. In this brokerage portfolio, we got paid a ton in the month of May as well. We got $66.30 from one of my least favorite positions across my portfolio, ticker symbol MPW. We then got $665 from Verizon, which is one of my largest also single positions across my portfolios. Not my favorite position by any means, but Verizon does pay a decent dividend, especially because I own well over 1,000 shares. Then we got our monthly payout from JP Morgan's JEPI, $218.81. This is the portfolio that I own most of my JEPI in. JEPQ paid us $159.08. Then Coney paid $9.12, $30.54 from Tesla in this portfolio. AMZY paid us 97 cents. APLY paid us $2.37. Then a massive dividend was paid from EPD, one of my favorite higher yielders. And side note, I have been buying a ton more of EPD as of recently. $259.56 from EPD. ADC paid us 25 cents, OHI paid us $201, then we had $64.98 from Triple N. Realty Income in this portfolio paid us $243.64, almost $17 from KMI. HRZM paid us $1.10. Then in this portfolio, $17.52 from Main Street Capital. Then we had our Apple dividend payout in the month of May. I of course do own my 1,000 shares of Apple, so I got paid $250, which isn't bad whatsoever. Although honestly, between you and I wish Apple would raise their dividend a little bit quicker. Then later on in the month, we got paid 73 cents from CEFD. Newsy paid us $2.34, $85.95 from SPYI in this portfolio. QQQI paid us 61 cents, $1.16 from Pepe. QYLD in this portfolio paid us $136.59, $52.15 from XYLD. UPS paid out the quarterly $39.12. Then lastly, we got paid 7 cents from DGRW, $1.72 from ABR. Devo in this portfolio paid us $171.18, $26.40 from SVOL. BUI paid us $9.80, $93.35 from BDJ in this portfolio. BST paid us $125.75, ETJ paid us $27.28. RQI paid us 80 cents, $11.02 from UTG. And lastly, in this portfolio, 40 cents from AWP. So all in all, just in this portfolio, it's showing that we earned almost $3,000 in dividends in the month of May, which is outstanding considering this portfolio specifically, just maybe 6 months back or so, was not even close to this amount of dividend income. Now lastly, I also promised that I was going to share some of my newer buys that I've been purchasing as of recently, because with all this new fresh dividend income, you better believe it, I've been putting this income to work back into the portfolio, buying more stocks and ETFs consistently to hopefully ongoingly have larger and larger dividend payouts month after month, which is honestly what's been happening as of recently. So some of my purchases I've been making extensively as of recently. I've been buying a ton of Devo, the Amplify CWP Enhanced Dividend Income ETF. I've been buying normally 1 or 2, maybe 3 shares of Devo every single day throughout my portfolios, and this is because Devo is sort of a low beta, very solid, sort of a low worry dividend ETF that I really want to continue to build up in my position. I need to add up all the Devo I currently have right now because I do think it's much more than 1485, but I have been buying a lot more Devo as of recently. I also have been buying a little bit more realty income as of recently. I think since maybe one of my last videos, I probably added maybe 4 or 5 more shares across my portfolio. I'm still not really buying that much more realty income consistently at this point because I do almost have 2,900 shares. And just with the current status of interest rates maybe being higher for longer, I'm not necessarily super interested in buying a lot more commercial real estate unless maybe it gets even cheaper than it is currently. But realty income has been another stock that I've been grabbing a little bit more as of recently. Another one of my daily buys as of right now, of course, is SCHD. I'm still desperately trying to get this amount to 1,000 shares by the end of this year. We're going to see where we end up at. We're at around 620 shares as of right now, which is not bad whatsoever, especially because I just started buying SCHD maybe in the last 2 years. But with SCHD's ex-dividend day coming up, I do want to gather as many shares as possible to hopefully get more and more of a juicy dividend. Then lastly, for the most part, one of my other positions I've been buying more of as of recently, and a single stock that, to be honest, I do think I want to buy a little bit more aggressively moving forward, is ticker symbol MAIN or Main Street Capital, which I currently have around 240 shares of, but I do really believe in Main long term, and I really want to build this position up to a larger position throughout my portfolio. And then of course, we can't forget that we've been buying a ton of NEO's S&P 500 High Income ETF, SPYI. I've been buying a ton of SPYI over the last month or two, and I'm probably going to continue to do so for a while. But other than that, those are pretty much my daily buys. Of course, I do sneak in small buys here and there from other things, but mostly as of this point, it's been Devo, it's been ticker symbol low, it's been SCHD, etc., etc. So now that we went over some of the largest dividends I was paid in the month of May, and I showed you exactly how my dividend portfolio is snowballing out of control, I now have a question for you guys down below. Which stock or ETF are you buying consistently as of right now to raise your dividend income up? Drop the ticker symbol in the comments down below. Thanks as always for stopping by, and if you are interested in investing, make sure to check out these recent videos I posted right here.